Hello, my name is Raymond Karchevsky. I am a living Christ. I should like to speak to you about the present state of mankind on this planet Earth. A big project. Are you ready for it? Can you handle it? I'm going to tell you the secret of living freely, of being a sovereign, a creator of your own life, the quality of your life. I'm going to break all of the barriers that has kept you enslaved to your intellectual mind. Most of you are quite unaware of what I'm about to talk to you about because you have been conditioned like a computer, like this computer, to take in information, words, and those words became your reality. Well, that's a fiction. Those are ideas, illusions that exist only in your intellectual, dualistic mind. What does that mean, dualistic? It means that your mind is split into two or more, multi-level, from the standpoint of seeing many things, but what you're seeing is only what is, which is one thing. And that one thing is truth. Now, truth can be described, can be analyzed, it can be segmented, explained, but you see, those are thoughts. That's not truth itself. You're mistaken the representation of truth, the words, the ideas, the beliefs, the things that have been conditioned into you, educated into you as a child. And prior to that, you were being conditioned by your parents, who they themselves spent a lifetime of conditioning through the same process that you are going through, or will be going through in school, from kindergarten on to postgraduate work. It's all conditioning. It's all filling up the intellectual mind with ideas, illusions, and you are unable to distinguish those illusions from that which they represent. You see, in fact, in truth, there is only what is. That can only be accessed by your subconscious mind, your non-dualistic mind, you see. That's the mind of God, the mind of the Creator. It is infinite, without beginning, without end, beyond time, beyond space. It is the Creator, by its own actions, which are undefinable until you create a word, or believe in a word, or make up a word, a label. You call it something so that you can communicate, because you're unable to communicate telepathically. However, you are. If you are able to transcend that locked-in, prison-like intellectual cell of a mind, of a conscious mind, it is because you identify with that mind that you are stuck. You are trapped. You are imprisoned by your intellect. And you remain a prison of that dualistic intellect of opposites, the confusion, of duality all your lives. That's what you're here on earth to understand. Who you are. You are the what is in your life. You are the creator of your life. Oh, you speak of words like God. You see, that limits the infiniteness of the consciousness of one's subconscious mind, the non-dualistic mind, the mind of what is, the creator. In effect, you, each and every one of you, when you are able to transcend the limitations of your conscious intellect, you enter into your subconscious, non-dualistic, godlike creator mind. You are the God that you pray to in your intellectual, dualistic mind, because you're split in yourself, unable to see what is, to see truth for what it is. And so you make up a fictional world created in thought, and that becomes the reality, your reality. But you see, you already have the wholeness within your subconscious mind, and you left that. That has been spoken of by intellectual training as the Garden of Eden. You had it all. You were the creator of that, of all that you surveyed, all that you saw. You are that. Thou art that. But those are words, and those become beliefs through faith. That's the nature of religion. They control you because it is a satanic mind. They control you through your intellect, which indicates power, fictional power of both government and religion. You see, both are fictions in your own mind, merely thoughts. They have a partial nature to them, a beginning and an end. That which has such limitations is based in intellect, in illusion, and that is the world, the civilized world, that each and every one of you believe in. And I say belief because you struggle to understand the truth, but that you are deprived from that. You are unable to grasp that because you cling to the limitations of your trained, indoctrinated, intellectual mind. You go to school as a child, start in kindergarten, and they screw your mind up. They traumatize you through training, and they reward you if you perform, your responses conform with their expectations. That's how you are graded. And if you are able to prove that you can retain that which has been traumatized into you, forced into you, and reinforced, which is called training, much like an animal, much like you train a dog. Understand? Stimulus, response, reward, and punishment. That's what training is all about. That's what education is all about. You are graded based on your reaction to the stimulus, and your response. And then you are accorded diplomas, a piece of paper, another image. And that piece of paper is to tell you whether you are intelligent or not. But is that intelligence? What have you achieved in order to earn that diploma? You've only proven that you're able to retain through memory the past, that which is dead, a dead fiction. But to you it becomes real, it becomes an organization, becomes a family, becomes a country, becomes a government, it becomes a religious belief. And all these things separate you from others who have different families, different ideas, different cultures, different families, different countries. You see, it's all based in division. That's the nature of the fictional, the dead, civilized world. And you are thrust into that world when you are born. And you take on the physical body and the mind, the computer that controls that body. But that's not you. You are that which is beyond the duality of the intellect, the mind, and the body. You are all that is. You are one. That is the nature of God. Oneness, non-duality. The Hindus call it Brahma. Understand? Brahma is all there is, truth. And it is then formed by intellect. So you have substance, Brahma, which is all there is, and you have the mind, the intellect, that forms that energy, that undefined energy, that infinite energy into finite memory-based illusions. You call that life. I'm blowing your mind. I can be sure of that. This man is crazy. This is what a sane man, a balanced man, looks like. He sees the truth in everything. And the illusions, the images that stop most of you, that control most of you, that anger most of you, that pleasure most of you, are merely obstacles thrown out by the intellect, the satanic mind of duality. Now, can you handle that? Are you able to grasp what I have said to you? Look at the riots. Look at the coronavirus. Look at the laws. They're all intellectual. They're all divisive images that you contain within your intellectual mind. But they are not truth. They are illusions. And you call that your life. Well, it is your life for most of you. That life is hell. You're living in hell. Civilized life is hell. Now, I'm saying some things here that just stop you cold. But you also understand that what I'm saying to you is absolute truth, immovable in its energy. It cannot be argued. It is what is. And that is the creative aspect of you that you've lost touch with, because you left your subconscious mind in order to occupy your conscious intellect, your civilized mind, and you paid for it. You've paid for it with wars. You've paid for it with a limited lifespan of birth and death, when actually you are infinite, beyond time, beyond space. You are God. You are the God of your own life, and your own life only, because the rest of it is your subconscious butting in and creating the illusion of multiplicity. And you trust your intellect more than you trust the subconscious mind. You see, well, a Christ is a simple man of truth. I am such a man. I am in the balance of the subconscious mind and the conscious intellect. And so I am able to grasp the illusions, the lies, the deceptions, the mind control that most of you are incapable of grasping. And therefore you become imprisoned by your own limited beliefs. And you believe that to be civilized life. Well, it is. But it's also hell. I have been writing on the internet for 25 years. And for 20 of those years, I've been under attack. At least from the FBI on down to the local county government, when I exposed their limitedness and their laws as being nothing more than illusion, satanic illusion. For truth is only found in the subconscious mind, and illusions have no place there. It is only when the intellect, the dualistic intellect, interferes that illusions are created. And it is that world of illusion that each of you live in, and you call it civilized. Well, have been trying to break that spell for 25 years. And the control measures, the satanic control measures of those who control your mind, the politicians, the kings, the queens, they're merely people. And they play a certain role based in an illusory world of believers. And those believers always find themselves to be subservient. They don't see themselves as sovereigns. They see themselves as slaves. And they are treated as such. They create their own self-fulfilling prophecies by their belief system. That's the truth. That's what I have been trying to get across to you for 25 years. And the authorities, the fictional authorities who create a fictional government and a fictional religion and impose that upon you through trauma of your conscious intellect, tell you that that's the truth, the only truth that you are capable of knowing, and you believe it. And therefore, you have resentment because you are not whole. Part of you, the subconscious part of you, knows that you are not whole when you are acting in your intellect, and therefore you are split. You are depressed. You are angry because you feel that you are being deprived of your rightful status, and you are. It's all organized. It's government and it's religion, the two main institutions And of course, they're backed up by banking, which controls the energy, your energy, and converts it into money. And then they, through intellectual trauma, create ideas that they impose upon you, and they punish you if you do not consent to it, agree to it. That's called law. Man's law. Satanic law. Understand? There's only one law. It's God's law. And you are that God. You understand? Now, what is that law? Do no harm, because in the state of non-duality, there is no one to harm. And tell no lies, because in the state of non-duality, the subconscious mind, the mind of the Creator, the mind of non-duality, there's no one to lie to. Understand? If you do no harm and tell no lies, see how long you will continue to exist in a duality of the conscious intellect, the fake world, the fictional world. They will come at you with everything they have. If you watch my videos, read my articles, and visit my site, arkenterprises.com, you will see that the satanic forces have taken all they had to destroy me, and they failed. They could not break me. They could not catch me in a lie, because I am truth. I am Christ. And so they tried to imprison me for 40 years through punishing the fake person that they created, but that wasn't me. I'm the living man. I am the God of my own life. They're focusing their attentions on the fictional person that they created, because they, the government, the religion, are also fictions. They're qualities of your mind. Do you understand? They don't exist except in your mind. But you believe them. And you accept their authority. You've condemned yourselves to your own self-imposed hell, because you have created that hell for yourself through your subconscious mind by your actions. Have I blown your minds? If not, that would be the surprise of infinity from the beginning of time. Can you handle it? That remains to be seen. Watch this video as many times as it takes for what I have told you. In fact, takes many, many lifetimes of experience of being born and reborn in physical form for you to grasp through your personal experiences. And if you're able to transcend that dualistic perception of a limited reality, you will gain that balance between your subconscious mind, the mind of the Creator, the mind of God, and the illusion of God that you pray to, the idea, the fiction. That's what you're here on earth for. Now, meditate on that.